ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, real accounts, fake accounts, and even YouTube. Before I get started, ladies and gentlemen, I want to give a huge shout out to Hustle Dream Production. Yeah, he also does logos. If you can reach out to him, his link will be below in the description. All right, cool. So today's question, ladies and gentlemen, is what is your conflict type? Okay. And ladies and gentlemen, I ask that you do not cheat yourself out of this valuable information for yourself. So if you can answer these questions accordingly. And also I'll have posted below the book that has given me inspiration to do these type of things. If you can as well, reach out on Amazon and grab you a book as well. And just do a little bit of due diligence. You never know where your path is headed. So yeah. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, we will get right off into this. All right. And so I want you guys to know I have a FYI here. If you guys have a moment to read that, briefly read that and hopefully get some information from it. And we're going to get right off into this quiz. So, question number one, and I want you all to know that we're going to work with a turquoise looking color, a bright orange, and a dark orange. Okay, they will all be the same A, B, C, just in this order: blue, light orange, dark orange. And I have a total amount that I would like for you to put for each question, and I will give you that total, and we'll tally them up at the end, and we'll see what your results are. So, for question number one, when it comes to conflict situation, do you A, go back and forth? B, you are the one trying to make a point? Or C, you try to keep conversations civil? All right. If you chose A, put 2 points. B, 3. And C, 1. All right. Moving along. Question number two, to resolve an argument, you will A, take responsibility for the role you play in it. B, you will put yourself in other people's position. Or C, remember that you don't always have to be right. Okay, if you chose A, put 2 points there. B, put 1 point there. And C, put 3 points. All right, moving along. Question number three, in times of conflict, do you A, always try and change the subject? B, you keep things factual without being emotional? Or C, you choose to keep quiet due to your stress level? Okay, if you chose A, put 2 points there. If you chose B, put 3 points there. And if you chose C, put 1 point there. All right, question number four. In times where you cannot come to an agreement, okay, you are A, calm and will try to find a solution. B, you will make the best decision of the situation if no one else can. Or C, you will leave the issue with them and have nothing to do with it. All right, if you chose A, put 2 points. B, put 3. And C, put 1. All right, question number five. You find conflict situations to be A, stressful, B, challenging, or C, you like to hear others out? All right. Well, if you chose A, put 1 point there. If you chose B, put 3 points there. And if you chose C, put 2. All right. Question number six. Who do you find normally instigates conflict? A, you. B, a manipulator / someone else. Or C, you don't do conflict at all. Okay. And if you happen to chose A, put 3. If you chose B, put 2. And if you chose C, put 1. All right. Question number 7. In an argument, what do you do? Do you A, ask questions? B, stay muted? Or C, try to make sense of the nonsense? All right. If you chose A, put 2 points for A. If you chose B, put 1 point for B. And if you chose C, put 3 points for C. All right. Question number 8. If someone is gossiping about someone you respect, listen to the question. About someone you respect, you A, ignore it, B, speak in their defense, or C, you explain to them that gossiping isn't cool. All right. If you chose A, put 1 point there. If you chose B, put 3 points there. And if you chose C, put 2 points there. All right. Question number 9. When making a joint purchase with a friend, you A, weigh the pros and cons, B, you both discuss it, or C, ask them their advice. Make sure you're being honest with yourself, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. All right, cool. If you chose A, go ahead and put 3 points there. If you chose B, put 2 points there. And if you chose C, put 1 point there. All right. Question number 10. If you see someone being abusive to a friend or a loved one, do you A, turn away? B, you go full throttle, basically snapping off? Or C, you try to be the peacemaker? Okay, and if you chose A, ladies and gentlemen, put 1 there. If you chose B, put 3 there. And if you chose C, go ahead and put 2 there. All right. Question number 11. If you discover that you haven't been invited to an event, what do? Do you A, get disappointed and dog people out? Do you B, don't even trip? Or C, you want to know why you weren't invited? Like you need to know. Okay. All right. If you chose A, put 3 there. B, put 1. Or C, put 2. All right. Last question, ladies and gentlemen. If someone is making negative comments about you, do you A, ask to speak with them? B, you return the negative comments? Or C, you just ignore it, hopes that it goes away? All right. If you chose A, ladies and gentlemen, go ahead and put 3. If you chose B, go ahead and put 2. And if you chose C, go ahead and put 1. Now I ask that you all take a moment, calculate your scores so that we can find out if you are a bulldozer, a peacekeeper, or an avoider. All right. And while we wait for that, um, I'm just asking that people kind of try to be the solution to a conflict, situation, like not be the problem because that makes matters worse, right? I'm sure you all would agree. And also, I put a little did you know here. Like basically, did you know that misunderstandings, personal differences, goal differences, threat to status, lack of trust, and poor communication causes conflict? That's just an FYI, or if you didn't know, now you know, because a lot of people are torn behind conflict situations that they don't know why they occurred, how they occurred, and things of that nature. All right. Now, moving on. Well, what do you think? Well, if you happen to score between 25 and 36 points, you are a bulldozer. And what that means is you know what you want and aren't afraid of conflict. If you score between 13 and 24 points, you are a peacekeeper. You like to give everyone a voice and find amicable solution. Okay? And if you score 1 through 12, you are an avoider. You try to avoid all conflict. Salute to you. All right? Now, ladies and gentlemen, I want you all to know that on my next slide, I will be doing one called Are You a Follower or a Leader? Very important to me, I may say. Yeah, I will have my chat open in hopes that someone will show up and show out, and so we can see up front if you are a follower or a leader. All right. Yeah, try to be one of the first people to find out so we all can know and have an idea. And also, I have a little short FYI there for you guys as well, if you can read that. And I thank you all for your time. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you soon. Again, shout out to Hustle Dream Productions. Link will be in the description.